What's up, y'all? It's your girl Queen P, and I am back with another video. And today I'm going to tell y'all how I got scammed with a fake iPhone. I got scammed with a fake iPhone, y'all. Without further ado, let's hop right into this video. So did y'all even know, am I the only one who didn't know that you could replicate an iPhone? I didn't even know that was possible at all, you guys. Like, I was thinking if I was going to even talk about it, but yeah, I think I need to talk about it because I need to have y'all aware that people are really scamming with fake iPhones. And I'm so upset that I didn't catch on until the energy that happened after that made me skeptical. I was on Facebook Market. Mind you, I am an eBay seller. I buy things and resell them on eBay all the time, and I always use Facebook Market as one of my go-tos to find things to resell. So I found this iPhone and it was just perfect. Like, it was $700 and it was 512 gigabytes. I needed that to create more content for my YouTube, and you know, I was in the process of buying me a MacBook as well so I can do my editing or whatnot. So I found the perfect iPhone and I was like, okay, let's meet. You know, I'm ready to meet right now. I met up with this guy and I didn't get no exchange of bad energy right then and there. I'm like, okay. So he opens the phone and I'm scoping it out. I'm looking at it, looking at the back, looking at see if it's any scratches on it, on the screen or anything. Didn't check the camera. So I was like, it's moving kind of slow. So he like, oh yeah, you can just turn it off and turn it back on and it should, you know, go back to regular. So I'm like, okay, turned it off, turned it back on, and you know, it was working good. So I put my chip in there or whatnot, and it said emergency calls only, and I'm like, okay, it's saying emergency calls only or whatnot. So I'm like, you know, what's the IMEI and all of that. So I go to the website to check the IMEI, and I didn't put the right numbers in. I'm like, I don't know, my phone acting slow. Like, service in certain areas of Houston be kind of iffy, so my service wasn't working that good. So he went into his car to get his phone, and you know, he was sitting there for a second and he was typing in the IMEI, and he pulled it up and it was like, it was clean, it was good, you know, nothing's blocked or whatnot. So, you know, I made sure the IMEI was matched up and everything, and it was matched up. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, or whatnot. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I have to call Verizon to activate my phone anyway, so, you know, everything seems good, so I'm gonna take it. You know, his hands were shaking, but I just thought, you know, some people are not, they're kind of nervous when they meet people, or, you know, I just didn't want to assume anything off of it, but that was, I'm like, okay, he's shaking, okay. So I gave him the money, and, you know, he didn't run or anything. He was like, you good? And I'm like, yes, I'm good, thank you, or whatnot. You know, I'm sitting here, I sat there and told him what I needed the phone for. He was like, oh, you do YouTube, that's what's up. And, you know, we sitting there, you know, talking for a minute. So I didn't think anything of it, you know. And once he said, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So he got in the car. His friend pulled off so fast, y'all, so fast. I can't believe I really have a story for y'all that I got scammed. Like, that energy, I'm really big on energy, y'all. That energy, as soon as he pulled off, something told me to take a picture of his license plate, but for some reason I was stuck. I was just like I literally was stuck, y'all. So I'm like, okay, all right, he just pulled off fast. Okay, that's nothing iffy. So I started playing with the phone right then and there. I literally instantly started playing with the phone. I have an iPhone 11 Pro and I have the iPhone 12 Pro, well, the fake iPhone 12 Pro. So I pulled up my camera on my iPhone 11 and, you know, like this. And then I did the same thing with the other phone. The camera sucks. It looks like an Android camera. And I'm like, hold on, this can't be no, like, why is the camera quality like that? So after playing with the camera for a little while, you know, it's all kind of thoughts going through my head. I'm like, this ain't right. So I click out, and then you know how like the iPhone have a click sound when you when you cut it off. It just didn't sound like an iPhone click off. Like it sounded like an Android click off. You know, when you close your phone, like when you're done looking at it. It just sounded weird. So I opened it back up, and I went to the text messages, and I went to text, and I'm like, no freaking way. I already knew it was a dead giveaway, because y'all know no phone compares to the iPhone texting keyboard. The keyboard looked like an Android. And I'm like, okay, he could possibly have, you know what I'm saying, unlock the phone and change it to an Android system or whatnot. I said, no, this can't be. So I took the phone immediately to Verizon, and I asked him, and I said, can you please help me out, because I think I just got scammed with a fake iPhone. He said, really? I said, yes. So he took the phone, and he was analyzing it. He said, ma'am, I am so sorry, but this is not an iPhone. And I said, really? He said, let me show you what a real iPhone 12 looked like. We went over there. He said, you know, the iPhone 12 have like they're kind of like the square corners. It's not round, it's, you know, more so square. And the quality of the screen just looked totally different from what I was sold. Y'all, I was just so stuck. Like, y'all, I didn't even know it was possible to clone an iPhone and make it look real. Like, literally, I had no idea. And I'm telling you guys, I sat outside with this dude for at least 30 minutes. Like, I was literally analyzing the phone, and I still got scammed. I was so stuck. I was so upset because, for one, I live in Houston by myself, and I could not call my father to come get this, you know, come do something. I was like so upset. All I could do was cry. I was like so frustrated. Like, I don't know about y'all, but $700 is a big chunk off of my plate. Like $700 off of my plate. I literally fed him for the day. I literally paid for his weekend on Memorial Day weekend. Like, I couldn't believe it. He literally sat there for 30 minutes and made $700 off of nothing. And I was just, at first, I just couldn't come to terms with it. Like, yeah, I make good money or whatnot, but that's not the point. It's the point that you really have people out here doing things like this to people, and, you know, you don't really think about it until it's done to you. And it's just like, yeah, this is another type of sideways that I would never want to be. I would never want to be a scammer, because you don't even have the energy, you don't even have the willpower to survive without scamming people. Like, this is what you do, and then you're sleeping at night well, like you just did something, like you worked hard. Like, you don't deserve nothing in life. You deserve nothing in life if you can take from somebody and feel nothing about it. I don't want to be like that, y'all. But I just want to come on here and tell y'all to beware of the scammers. They're scamming iPhones now. So do whatever you need to do. I'm not saying don't buy, because I've never had an issue. I've bought plenty of iPhones. I've bought plenty of electronics and never had any issue. This is my first time ever getting scammed, and I didn't even keep the phone to show y'all because I was just so disgusted. I just wanted it to go away. I didn't want to remember it. I just couldn't believe it. So yeah, someone took $700, and mind you, rent was around the corner, because I had planned to sell my 11 Pro on eBay and they just keep the 12. So I wasn't even really, I was just doing the exchange. I really didn't even spend no money, but I got scammed. So yeah, but of course I got my rent money. I'm never gonna be without, but it's just the fact that it's really people out here like that. And I just thought it was a story that I should share with y'all, because I just really could not believe that someone sold me that. Like, literally this month has been really crazy, guys. Like, the previous video, I just told y'all that I was fired from my job for no reason at all. And literally a week before that, I had got scammed for $700. So this month is really on the road, but on the upside of things, it's looking well for me, and I'm taking all of those things to stride. These are stories that I will never forget. These are events that I will never forget, because it's all a part of my entrepreneur journey. And I just want to tell y'all that if you're going through something, I know this retrograde is crazy, okay? I don't know about y'all, but woo, I didn't have to take a step back and breathe. I didn't have to breathe and really say, okay, is it really worth you getting upset like that? Because this retrograde is doing something different. Obviously, it might not be new, but it's new to me. And if it's new to you as well, I just put you on to let you know. So be safe out here, y'all, and just be mindful. All right, y'all, without further ado, y'all already know what I always say. I will try to bring y'all the best content, but I'll always be myself. Always. All right, y'all have a wonderful day and be your best self.